What's up guys, this is Sunny back with another budget gaming slash workstation build that I recently built it. And today real quick I just want to share with you guys and play Overwatch and show you guys how this PC really performs. Now I managed to build this PC under $200 and I used the used parts, and of course I used the X58 motherboard, Xeon E5620 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and a GTX 750 graphics card. Now, the reason I went with this route and not with the newer PC parts, because anyone can pick up these parts, used parts, and build a gaming PC, and they can almost play any game they want. Yes, you have to lower your graphics settings a bit, but still, you can play any game you want. Now, let's just jump into the parts real quick, so you guys can see the motherboard. I went with a Gigabyte X58 UD3R motherboard. Now I believe that was one of the budget motherboard back then when X58 was released. Now this motherboard comes with a 3-channel memory, not the quad channel. So the best thing to do, just go with like 2 RAM stick, and so you can run on dual channel. You don't have to worry about quad channel. Now if you're planning on using this build for like workstation purpose, there is like 8 USB 2 port, guys. You can connect everything you want. Also you guys can see the audio interface and then Ethernet jack, and there's 2 1394 port. I don't think anyone uses those. And also the motherboard does come with 6 SATA 2 port, so you can connect as many hard drive you want. I have a 64 gigs of SSD right now just there, maybe later on I'll upgrade. And you guys can see I'm using 2 RAM stick. These are the Ripjaws 1600 megahertz. The reason I'm using the 2 RAM stick because this motherboard only support like 3 channel DDR3, so it's not a quad channel motherboard, so that's the reason dual channel is perfectly fine. So the cooler I'm using for this build is a Corsair H50, I believe. This cooler came with a couple parts I bought like a couple months back. So basically I bought this cooler for like $20. It works perfectly fine. I just do clean, and I just slapped one of my Corsair SB 120 fan I had laying around. The graphics card, guys, picked up this Evga GTX 750Ti SE graphics card from Facebook Marketplace for $50. Now I do recommend this graphics card to anyone who is planning on building a budget gaming PC, or playing like Overwatch or like Fortnite. You can't go wrong with GTX 750 Ti. Still one of the best budget graphics cards you can pick up. The SSD I had laying around, I picked up this SSD for $25 like a couple months back from Newegg. Say 64 gigs SSD from Biwin. It's a pretty good SSD. I use this SSD in my many other builds, but still working perfect. You guys can see the power supply. You guys may be wondering which power supply I'm using. Now I had this power supply laying around, EBJ 450 watt VV power supply. Picked up this power supply on Christmas sale from Newegg for I believe around $20. It's a great power supply. You can run GTX 1060, RX 480, RX 580 with this power supply without any issue. Yes, the case I'm using, Nzxt S340 case. That's the regular version, not the elite version. I got so lucky, picked up this case from Facebook store for only $20, guys. The guy just sold me this case for $20, and Nzxt S340, one of my favorite case. So I was like, you know what, I gotta take this case. I gotta use this case in this build. Now I did manage to overclock the CPU to around 4 GHz. I tried to overclock to around like 4.2 GHz. It didn't work. Now I'm happy. The CPU I picked up for $4 E5620. Still a great CPU. Quad core with hyper threading. So 4 core 8 threads, and managed to overclock to 4 GHz stable. And you guys can see all I had to use like 1.75 volt, and the temperature seems pretty good. Now if you guys are planning on upgrading the motherboard BIOS for like an old X58 like Gigabyte motherboard, please use their BIOS updater. The Gigabyte BIOS updater is really easy. All you have to do, download it and then update BIOS from their server, and it will update the motherboard BIOS like really easy. It's a really simple method. Don't try to use the old method. like booting up with a USB pen drive. It doesn't work with the old X58 motherboard, so don't try. Use this method if you have a Gigabyte motherboard. Now let's not waste any more time and let's just jump into the game. Basically, only game we'll test out Overwatch, because the SSD I have in here is only 64 gig, so we have no choice but playing only one game today. I'll eventually add another hard drive so I can add more games. Now you guys can see I have MS Afterburner running. You guys can see GPU temps, the megahertz, and all this, basically the CPU cores and everything. And although in the bottom you guys can see the FPS. So let's just play the game and you guys can see how this system performs. You guys see there is no lag, there's nothing. We're playing Overwatch quick play. Not too good at playing, not so good at playing Overwatch, but let me show you guys settings real quick. If you go to option and video, and you guys can see resolution 1920 by 1080, FPS limit custom, also graphics quality high. So it's pretty good quality, and the system performing really well. The CPU max temp, not max temp, CPU temp is around 63 right now under load playing the game. And the GPU temp is around 66 Celsius. CPU temp is around 60, 63. I think the max temp I've ever seen like playing game, the CPU temp was around, the highest CPU temp was around, if I'm not mistaken, 70 I believe, or 72. It's pretty good. As you guys know, that's a $4 or $5 CPU E5620. You can pick up one for $4 to $5, and basically this CPU comes with 4 core. Two, and I'm dead, and I'm dead. Oh, 3, really? Whoa, dead. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, system is performing really well. Like I said, you guys can see the top right here on the top left corner, you got GPU temp, and showing you basically how much load the game is putting on the GPU. Also the clock speed 1320, and then also right under the GPU you guys can see the memory using around like 1200 MB. So it's like around 1.2 gig, and also that's the memory speed 2700 megahertz. And then after that you guys can see CPU temp, okay, 59 Celsius, and then the how much load the game putting on the CPU. So CPU basically Overwatch is not a CPU demanding game. That's why you can see the load on the CPU is really low. Like you guys can see, like the highest will go up to maybe 40. 50%, that's about it. And you guys can see the CPU is overclocked to 4 gigahertz, okay, and memory this game is using around 5 gig, and you guys can see FPS right there. Ooh, I'm pretty good, huh? If you guys want to see like a full gaming benchmark, different from game like Far Cry 5 or different from game, please subscribe, and also please like this video, and of course share. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. The only reason I'm showing you guys like playing Overwatch, because I play Overwatch a lot. Like I said, I'm not I'm not really good at playing Overwatch, but I just like this game, and I play this game a lot. So alright guys, as you guys can see, X58 still got it, okay, old is still gold, and Xeon E5620 is a great processor for only $4. If you can manage to pick up a good X58 motherboard that you can overclock the Xeon E5620 processors to at least 4 GHz, you're good to go. You are not going to experience any lag or anything. Alright, today I only got to benchmark one game, Overwatch. The only SSD I have in this the PC right now is 64 gig, so I can't really download like 2 games, Overwatch and Fortnite. For some reason I can't. So stay tuned. If you guys want to see like a full gaming benchmark, I can show you guys, you know, in like a part 2 video. I will upgrade to maybe a bigger hard drive or SSD. And other than that guys, if you guys want something different, you guys want me to add like a higher end graphics card, let me know. Overall, I think this PC is a great PC for gaming. Under $200, you cannot go wrong with X58. X58 is still a great gaming platform, and I would recommend you guys. That should be it guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.